Mohammed from Williamsville started at Geico in 2007. 10 promotions later, he's a high-level manager in the claims department.
When I first came to Geico, I thought to myself, just a job, and I'll look for my career in my business management. And then I just kept getting promoted one after another, and I just realized that this could be my career. And obviously it is. There's a pretty good map on how to become a supervisor, on how to become a manager, on how to become whatever you would like to become.
Apply online at geico.jobs/Buffalo.
Hey everybody, I'm Amy.
And I'm her husband, Chris. Every week on True Crime Recaps, we're bringing you twice the crime in half the time.
How would you like to hear about 3 terrifying Amish murderers in less time than it takes to stalk your ex on social media?
Here's how it works. We scour the internet for all the bizarre details to bring you some really out there recaps about the worst of the worst. What could be better?
Our favorite recap so far has got to be the one about Ed Kemper. I swear if you didn't know he killed 10 people, you'd want to have a drink with him.
If you've got less than an hour to get your true crime fix, True Crime Recaps is the show for you. After all, you've got a lot of mysteries to solve.
Pause whatever you're listening to right now and go subscribe to True Crime Recaps for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss a recap. Have we got a story for you? We'll see you there.
Pick up your head, pick up your body, get on the bus, it's time to party. It's Gregory, it is a Saturday night Gregory. Take your socks off and take your pants on, get in the car and drive.
Welcome, everybody, to Friday Night Greg. I am Greg. It is Wednesday. Friday has nothing to do with it. Welcome back. Welcome in. We have a regular guest that non-Patreon subscribers have never heard of, Sam Evans. He is here. He's been on so many great Patreon episodes. Sam, before we get started, we got to do your album, Sucking Them Baby's Titties. What's it called? Baby titty sucking?
You nailed it. It's called Baby Titty Sucking.
Sucking baby titties, right?
It's called Sweet Baby
Boy. Let's say it at the same time.
Sweet Baby Boy.
Nice. I think our mics are a little redlining because our producer should stick his head in a blender. No big deal. I can't confirm or deny that. I just like to. I am wild right now. I'm wild in the jar. The jar is full.
I texted you before we started this. I said, do you need me to pick you up a coffee? And you just sent me a video of you guzzling coffee and going, ah. And I was like, it's going to be a day.
Yeah. Well, I went to the coffee shop today, and every 9 coffees, you get a free. But if you get a free, I can't get a small.
Yeah.
But I can't drink a large.
Yeah.
Because it gives me palpitations.
Sure.
But so it's cheap versus drugs.
Sure.
And I go drugs every
Are you
time.
having palpitations right now?
Many.
Oh,
my heart is going. I'm loving it. That is my heart right now is doing the McDonald's speech. Quickly, I want to get into this invention. Oh, before we get into that, let me tell you this. If you're listening to this, if you love the comedy ramblings of me and my rotating probationary co-hosts, Sam Evans, Sarah Tolamash, Steve Rogers,
Mike Rowland,
Mike
Vecchione,
you want to get on that Patreon. The Patreon is sweet to the touch, brother.
Yeah.
We had a live concert last month that we performed at Night Cream, my band Night Cream.
That's right. I'm a fan.
Dude, I sent you the music video, right?
You sent me a cut of the music video. I'm so excited.
We're dropping a music video in 2 weeks. I should not have told you people that. It was supposed to be a secret real drop.
No, it's okay. Build the momentum. Build the fire.
Dude, it's wild.
I did see an extended cut of the Night Cream music video. It's fantastic.
Oh,
it's
man.
Really good.
So Night Cream did a full hour and 5 minute improvised music set. That is on the Patreon that you can get. Also, we got a couple this month. Sarah's going to come on. We're going to read her sketches. Last month we had a delay. Sarah wanted to do it, but I can't say it. Big things happened for old Sarah T.
Hey,
so she had to push back. That's okay. We're going to do it this month, or we'll do something else today. This month, lots of fun episodes. Get on there now and donate your life away. With every life, I grow stronger. You lose your soul, but I get 5 pounds heavier. So come do it. Come do it. Also, there's so much lubricant. I tried to masturbate with lubricant a minute ago, and that thing fell, and that thing sprayed over everything, and now my whole room is slippery.
Do you Do you use lubricant when you masturbate regularly?
Only when I'm using these things I use.
What are the?
If I'm going hand,
Uh-huh.
no. When I'm
You
going,
throw a condom on. Sometimes people throw a condom on.
sometimes I throw a condom on.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll throw a condom on if I don't feel doing cleanup.
Sure.
But then you got to clean up your penis.
Yeah.
And then my wife thinks I cheated on her.
Yeah.
Because I walk in and she smells my. She's like a bloodhound with my dick. I walk in. She's like, so you know how they used to have Dalmatians used to find fires?
Sure.
I put a condom on in South Jersey, and my wife started walking down the street. She's on the goddamn walking through the Holland Tunnel, sniffing that condom,
Holding up traffic.
and she got all the way to South Jersey, and she was like, "I knew you were trying to put a rubber on," and I was like, "I'm just jerking off," and she was like, "You know that I can smell this." Yeah, no, if I use one of these, because ultimate pleasure. I've discussed this. Ultimate pleasure on my birthday. I do a thing where I masturbate a new way. This year I had bought this.
I didn't know this. Have we never talked about this?
Oh, this is a thing I think everyone needs to do on June 19th, Juneteenth. This is how we celebrate Juneteenth. It's the Greg Ultimate Pleasure Day. June 19th is my birthday, and every year I try to masturbate to something I haven't masturbated to before, or try something new sexually with myself. It's a me day.
Yeah.
That I've never done before. That's how I got stuff in my butt. That's how I got into some trans women.
Sure.
This year, I just went on Amazon and I bought myself this. It was like a boobs and vagina body thing.
Really?
Oh, and if it isn't the greatest thing I ever purchased in my life, this thing, the rubber on this thing is running thin like an old NASCAR driver's tires. Yeah, man, we're blasting through
Like an old NASCAR driver's tires. Wow.
Yeah, so this thing is wow.
That brings up a great point. What if you had a jerk off pit crew? You just come out of the bathroom sweaty. People are toweling you off. They're like, squirt his hand. You got more lube.
Yeah, so I got this thing, and I'll put some lube on that. You need that.
Sure. Yeah, you don't want to fuck dry rubber.
No, you just can't physically.
Yeah.
It's like trying to slide your hand in between two bricks.
Uh-huh.
You ever try to stick your hand in between two bricks? Like if your wife is stuck in a building that's on fire and you just have to put your hand in those bricks, just like, hold my hand until you go. And
I thought you meant like I'm going to try to rip open this brick wall, but you're just like, no, you're dead.
No,
you're already gone.
I've reached the maximum of my strength.
I can't save you,
and there's nothing we can do except be with each other.
But I can hold you as you fricassee.
Right, fricassee into the clear clouds, and Saint Gabriel will say hello to her, and he says, "Don't worry, Greg, I've got her from here.
I've got her."
And I go, "But she wasn't even Catholic." And he goes, "Yeah, none of this is real. None of this matters.
I'm made up.
I'm made up. I'm made up in this fantasy. You're just talking about a fantasy.
I'm mostly here to make you feel better."
Old Dr. Fricassee. What is fricassee? Anyway, so yeah, I always compare masturbating without lube to holding your wife's hand as she slowly passes into the underworld. So I got lube and I tried to put it on that thing, and then the thing fell and it got everywhere, and now my whole room is greasy. I clean up. It's
clean up a lot.
I clean up a lot, and it's mostly on the bins because that's where I do all my fucking. It's on the bin section.
Sure.
But yeah. Why are we talking about that? Why did I tell you something why did I tell the world something I didn't want the world to know? You got on your
birthday, June 19th. Every year we do
Ultimate Pleasure Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And everyone should do it.
Yeah.
Just it's a day of sexual adventure.
I'm gonna start doing it.
I think so. Yeah. We had a year to prep for next year. Yeah. Start thinking about it now. What are you doing next year that you wouldn't do? And it should be something you're scared of, right? If you're like, I know I'm not gay. Mm-hmm. Great. So this year, you got to try to jerk off to gay porn.
Oh, sure.
And you don't have to do it, but it's not about that. Yeah. It's like trying a new meal just to try it. You go to dinner and you might not like their style of meatloaf.
Yeah.
So do it. Go further than you've gone before. And you may not be for you.
Yeah.
But that's not what this is about.
Yeah. It's for everybody.
This is about going into the darkness, into the rooms you have never been before. That's Juneteenth, ladies and gentlemen. I hope black people also get into this. Mike.
Oh, you were the reason you got into it is you were explaining why there was lube in your room.
Right. So that's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Well, that's not why there's lube in my room. That's why there's lube all over my room. Because I tried to fuck this thing.
Normally there's lube in my room.
There's always
now lube. There's lube everywhere in my room.
I want to create a machine that heats lube.
Oh yeah.
I like a heated lube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because every time you put on lube, there's like a hand rub where it's like let's heat this lube up a little bit. You know?
Right.
You ever put on the shock of cold lube on your penis? It doesn't doesn't take you out of it, but you are like, huh.
It's like jumping in a pool.
Yeah, we
In
all
a
know the
cold
shock
pool.
of cold lube on the penis.
It's like fucking the cold hand of death. You know, and you don't want to have that kind of sexual event. Maybe you do. Maybe one Juneteenth you say, I want to fuck the cold hand of death.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't do Juneteenth, although does not support non-consensual and dead bodies.
Oh, of course.
Dead bodies is a thing.
What
Because
if
it depends
somebody-
on what the soul is.
What if somebody gave the
Whoa,
you
Mike
shut
just
the
pulled
fuck
this
up,
up.
Mike.
What
Look
is
at this.
Mike, how much is that? That is Mike pulled up a
I'm
warm-
assuming a heated
a heated
lubricant,
lubricant machine.
dispenser. Is that correct, Mike?
Yes, apparently there's several types. This one looked like the coolest.
God.
what I want, and you could see you put your hand under it and it drops lube. I want
Yeah.
to fill that whole thing with cum. So when my wife wants to have another kid, she doesn't have to come to me. She can just go to the lube thing, grab some cum.
It's a heated cum dispenser.
It's a heated cum dispenser.
It's a heated Greg baby maker.
I want to do that one.
That-
Well,
can I play
you-
you should not heat your cum if it's for that. You should get a cum chiller.
Oh, cum
Oh.
chiller. Oh, right.
Why?
Because to store cum long term, you want to chill it. Like when you
Oh.
donate sperm and you're like going to do in vitro, they put it on it. They chill it.
If you want a pussy baby, if you want a rock hard killer
I'm
cool
looking for
kid,
a fiery creature of the night.
yeah. If you're trying to raise Surtur,
Yeah.
the inevitable, you got to get a hot cum machine.
Yeah. That's true. Have we in vitro fertilization tried boiling the cum
Right.
beforehand?
I always think about that. I always say this. I always think about that one doctor who came up with suppositories. He came in with a leather jacket
Yeah.
and he went, I got a new way. You stick Tylenol not fast enough?
Uh,
What if we go through the beehole?
yeah.
And they went, you are crazy.
How much pushback do you think he got?
The whole table
Yeah.
went, get him out of here. And they dragged him out in cuffs. And he was like, I'm telling you. And then the main guy who was like, fire him, ruin his life.
Yeah.
His daughter was sick with a fever.
Yeah.
And they tried
They
everything.
need it.
And they said, get me George Clooney. Because I imagine he's played by George
Yeah,
Clooney.
and he's in cuffs in
And
a
he's-
cell.
He's in cuffs in a cell below the prison.
Yes.
Like it was illegal to even
Yes.
hold him.
Yes.
But he's in a dark hole with dirt crumbling around them.
Yeah.
And they go, he needs me now, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'll put me back. I won't help him.
He's like, tell him he knows what he has to do. And when he's ready, I'll be here. I'll be here.
Yeah. And then they shove a pill up a kid's ass and it saved his life. Dr. Dirty saved his life.
God, that'd be such a funny movie.
See, this is what bothers me. And I'm sorry if I'm going too fast.
Go.
These are the things that I find funny. And when I try to do a thing like that on stage, the crowd just looks at me and they say, what have I paid for? Shoo this man away.
Shoo this man. Get
Get
out of
me
here.
a sweep. And I just want to talk about the dirty doctor who's in a prison for trying to recommend a suppository.
Yeah.
This is why.
I think it's just a case of finding the perfect woman, finding the audience for you, right?
Right.
They're out there.
They're there.
You're going to hit them with that bit. One night, you're going to be like doing the regular set.
Uh-huh.
And you're going to be like, what is it that you want? And it's going to be tickling at the back of your brain.
I know what
you're
you
gonna
want.
Be like, I know what you want.
You want Dr. George Clooney suppository king.
And they're going to be like, get the fuck out of here. This guy's the best fucking comedian.
It should be noted I've never tried that on stage.
You better. That's
You
next.
better.
That's next year's ultimate pleasure for Greg. It's just you doing that bit on stage.
You just stumbled upon one of the greatest American ideas.
What?
We do a day called a joke you shouldn't like ultimate pleasure, but for jokes.
Oh, the
Right?
joke you shouldn't tell.
The joke you
Or-
shouldn't tell.
Yeah.
And that's what the show is.
Yeah.
You come and you go, this is the joke you shouldn't tell everyone who's coming in. Look, these jokes are the ones we shouldn't tell.
Yeah. These
You
are the
know?
ones where we're like, I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
I know it's bad because I've tried it before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's either boring
Uh-huh.
or racist, or is harmful to the things that the Me Too movement has created. It's all the things you want to talk about. Be like,
Just
I think it's too
wildly
edgy.
offensive on every dimension.
That's what the show would turn into immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. That's what my fear would be like every like Tom, Dick, and Harry on like a men's rights activist page. It's like, yeah, this is the greatest show. And it's like, oh, it's not for you. It's not for you who craves this.
It's what you crave.
Yeah.
Racism. It's what you crave. That's a shirt. Write that down. Someone in the shirt business that should not happen. Thank you, essential workers. I just wanted to do that real quick to everyone out there who has been giving it their all. Giving it their all. So I want to get into my business, unless you have something to say. And I can't.
Did we not get into your business yet?
No. What time is it? 13 in? It took us 13 minutes to do an intro.
That's okay. That was the intro?
I guess.
Greg, that was the intro.
That was the intro.
Really quick, let's recap what was in the intro.
Tell me.
Ultimate Pleasure Day, a heated lube dispenser that you quickly pivoted and were like, well, that's got to be my heated
Got to be hot cum to build a Surtur, the inevitable.
The Ultimate Pleasure Day for bits, doing racist and harmful to the Me Too movement bits, which you were immediately like, I don't know.
And a new t-shirt idea.
Yeah, and a new t-shirt idea.
Racism.
And then you were like, wow, what a good intro.
And Black Lives Matter, people. Get on it.
That's right.
This is why I don't know what is going on. It's just fire. Anyway, moving.
It's a coffee break.
It's the coffee.
Hit me with your business before you
This is the
jump
idea.
to another level.
This is the idea.
Okay.
We start going to funerals, right?
Okay.
Of people we don't know, and we offer people money for their dead family's screen names and usernames.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
If you're Danny Cha-Cha, every other Danny Cha-Cha, you know Danny Cha-Cha.
Here lies how much would you lose your mind if you were walking through a cemetery and it was just like, here lies Danny Cha-Cha, beloved husband, father. You'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
And right next to it, Danny Cha-Cha 6969. Danny Cha-Cha, one was already taken. I think we should. I still think that names should be like screen names, and you only get. You can't rename people.
Yeah.
Go ahead?
I want to jump back into the business because I am sincerely interested in this. Can I really quick tell you the funniest name I've ever seen on a headstone? And Comedy's Carmen Legale can vouch for this. It was Lieutenant Colonel. Already starts there. Henry R. Asserson.
Wait, where did you see this?
It's in the cemetery next to Bushwick, Brooklyn. I can take you there. Lieutenant Colonel Henry R. Asserson.
Lieutenant Colonel.
We found it one day and we were like, this is the funniest name.
Asserson.
Yeah.
Son of an ass.
Yeah. Asserson.
An Asserson.
Yeah.
Asserson.
Yeah.
That's fun. We should dig him up.
Yeah, 100%.
Ask him if it's true.
Yeah. Come on, buddy. And he's like, woo!
Let me tell you this. Lieutenant Colonel, that guy was an asshole to somebody.
Yeah.
We could dig him up and give him a pile driver just for whoever's sake.
100%.
Whatever private new gay guy he beat up for thinking things were a little too sweet on a Monday afternoon.
Yeah, because this was, I think he lived like a couple hundred years ago. So the higher up in the military you were, the more bigoted you had to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If you can hire with your yeses, people will. Yes. So we go to funerals.
Yes.
We go to funerals.
Danny Cha-Cha dies.
Danny Cha-Cha dies.
Yeah.
We walk in there and we go, "Are you Mrs. Cha-Cha?" And she goes, yes. I go, "Here's a napkin. I'm so sorry for your loss. What I'm about to offer you, I want to make your pain a little less.
Yes.
Give me $50 for all his usernames."
$50.
No one else is buying them. As of right now, the market is dry. It's a buyer's market.
How high are you? I mean, maybe we shouldn't say this because people don't need to know. But how high are you willing to go for one man's screen names?
Well, so what I'm doing is I'm reading the paper to see who dies.
Okay.
And as soon as Danny Cha-Cha hit in the head with a frog or something, and it
probably classic Danny Cha-Cha way to go.
Yeah, it's just he's in a zoo and the frogs go crazy.
Yeah.
And he's dead, right? Then so Danny Cha-Cha, we see he's dead.
Yes.
I reach out to all the other Danny Cha-Chas and I go, "Hey, what's your screen name?" And they're like, "Danny Cha-Cha 252. I go, "Hey, brother," and I put my hand on their leg and I go, "I know this is a time when we're not supposed to be touching each other, but this needs a little skin to skin. Are you ready to be Danny Cha-Cha 1? And they go, "Impossible.
Oh,
that guy's alive."
And
I go, "I can get you the original screen name."
Not as of yesterday when a frog careened into his cranium.
It was a frozen frog that was being brought to Maine for frog legs.
Yes.
Right. And then someone was driving in a car at a very fast pace and he threw it out the window.
Launched it
right through the guy's head.
Into his dome.
Right.
Irony, Danny Cha-Cha loved frogs.
Irony. He was green.
Yeah.
Green. Well, he wore a lot of green as a respect to Kermit. So I think this is the move, right? We start buying
Screen names.
people's usernames to pass them on to people who deserve them now because they are alive.
Yeah.
What rights do you have to usernames
None.
when you're dead?
Yeah. Yeah.
And how do they know?
Yeah.
When they just get it forever?
Yeah, that's not fair.
They should be passed down from son to son as well.
From son to son.
Right? Where do they go?
But you're saying that I'll step in and buy the rights so his son doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Because his son, as we all know, is Sammy Cha-Cha.
Sammy Cha-Cha. And I'll tell you this, he has no respect for his father, Danny Cha-Cha.
Yeah, they've warred for years.
For almost no reason.
Yeah.
It's just dumb shit that
Sad.
it builds over time.
That's sad.
You know what I mean? One lie.
Yeah.
That you just all of a sudden, 10 years later, you don't even know your father anymore. And now he's dead and you're sad. And you can't even dare open up that AOL account.
Yeah. You're going to cry. You're going to see all of his AIM away messages that were all lyrics about how much he loved his son.
Yep.
It's just a bunch of hair Chapin lyrics.
So that's the idea. And I thought that was going to take us well into the hour mark of the podcast. I think when something is just perfect, it just goes in smoothly. The intro took 15 minutes.
The intro took 15 minutes. The business idea, 5.
Which I thought was the whole episode. I got other
ideas.
Stuff? Yeah.
I'm going to coast on this and tell you that I think it's a solid business model.
Mm-hmm.
I think what we need is probably a little startup money from you, the listener.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get in on this,
go to booksforretards.com. That's another failed business I have. And I don't want to buy a new website. So go there and start just dumping money in for this new screen name thing. Yeah, I was trying to do a book company for a long time. But I think it just sounded too harsh. But I love handicapped people. And I want to get them better books for themselves.
Okay.
Where all the superheroes are handicapped people.
Okay.
All of the things are handicapped. Booksforretards.com.
Sure.
And we're taking back the name. Not that name. The screen names. We're taking back the name is the other business.
Yeah, Danny Cha-Cha.
Danny Cha-Cha and Sammy Cha-Cha. So yeah, go to Books for Retards. Oh boy, this is going to get me. People just don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it. Okay? Who am I hurting?
Okay.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
How you doing? I went to the museum the other day.
You did?
Yeah.
Why?
I like art.
Did you this divorce is really hard, huh? You're just you're just going. You're just going here. You're just trying to find yourself now.
Here with just fodder for this. Just a peek behind the curtain. Before the episode, he was like, "I got nothing." I was like, "Well, I went to the museum. I got some bits about it." So I throw that out there as a way to segue into
save the podcast.
Yeah. I'm just throwing a bone, and your first reaction is, "This divorce is hitting you hard, isn't it?" It's not. First of all, it's not even a divorce. I'm not divorced. I've never been married, but you're like, God, he's not doing well.
Civil unions count, even if they don't count in New York.
Yeah, I wasn't ever civil unioned.
You'd have been living with her for more than 4 years.
Maybe I should call my ex-girlfriend.
Why?
Well, and be like, listen, this sympathy, it tastes pretty good.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Let's you and me, we get married. Okay.
Uh-huh.
We stay married for 2 to 3 weeks.
Right.
Okay. And then you and I, we get divorced.
Right.
And it's rough. You take a lot of my stuff. You get a lot of my stuff. It's all it's junk.
Sure.
It doesn't mean anything to me.
Right.
I have no money, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just get to be divorced without the weight of a real divorce, you know?
Right.
Everybody's like, it's divorce, divorce. It's exponentially more sympathy.
Right.
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 That's what I think I want.
But I think divorce comes pity. With a breakup comes they feel bad.
But divorce is pity. Well, I think aren't they
I think
similar?
people pity. So when I see a divorced person,
Uh-huh.
I go, I pity you. And I go, you're worth nothing to me now. You are abused and loosed. Leave my face. Because clearly someone threw you away and I don't pick up garbage.
Okay, I gotta tell you, this sounds like the opposite of pity. This sounds like raw scorn. You go, I pity you, and I shan't touch you, you filth, you common street trash.
Look, they have taken victim blaming away from everything. They're not taking it away from divorce.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so it's the only thing I got left. So
Yeah.
when someone gets divorced, I go, what did you do? What did you do I don't have to know the woman. I go, how did you fuck this up?
Yeah. You blew
Sammy
it.
Cha-Cha.
Sammy Cha-Cha.
That's why him and his father don't talk anymore because of the divorce. And Danny was like, just trying to make it work. And Sammy was like, you don't get it. Love isn't always good. But he didn't want to tell his dad how he was being abused and gaslit by his wife, Deborah the whore, who actually didn't cheat on him. She was actually pretty faithful, but she was a whore of the mind.
Yeah.
Is this too much?
I'm having fun.
This thing on.
We're very free associating.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, stop it. All right. Can I tell you something right now?
Tell me.
I'm sick of this self-doubt. Okay.
Thanks.
If I have one criticism from you, a lot of self-doubt. I see you looking in the camera, judging your own face. I need you to stop that right now.
Dog.
What?
You read me like a book for a retard. That was right. That was right on. And I mean it. I love it. I love it. You did. We rate those things very easy because some of their disabilities are they can't see and they can't whatever. You read me right. You read me right. I'm sorry to anybody out there who may think this is a little too raw. No self-doubt. You're right. No self-doubt. Yesterday I went into a giant pit of depression.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because
the G-Man's working on.
You're stretched a little thin.
And so nothing has been great.
Okay.
Everything's been medium.
Yeah.
My sets have been medium.
Sure.
I feel as though the podcast may have been a little bit less than it should have been as far as, and I feel as though, and everything everything is so took some things off my plate. Unfortunately, some of the people that I'm doing those things with do not know yet, but they're going to be like, hey man, sorry, you got cut from the team. Can't do Thursday night.
It's okay.
Thursday night dinner.
I think that's an important thing. If we're talking about self-care, if we're talking about self-preservation,
yep.
You want to do good quality work.
Gotta get back in the mix.
Take a step back.
Right.
Consolidate.
I need this podcast to be the best thing because I love it. Like this is fun.
Yeah.
This is fun to me.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you work because I have this kid coming, so I'm like trying to get it all in.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't get 40 years of work. It's like I waited 40 years to do all of the things I wanted to do.
Sure.
And as soon as Tita was like, "Well, baby's coming," I went, "I should have started earlier on all of this." And so now I'm getting it all done, and I'm not getting it yet. But I'm. Let's pivot.
Okay.
I got to pivot out of this but I feel great. You know what it was? I just put on. See, this is so sad because when I get depressed, I just put on a little rock and roll music.
Sure.
And then I feel good. And I want to tell people who are depressed, you don't have just put on a little rock and roll music.
Do you want to put on a little rock and roll music right now?
No.
You probably don't have licensure to do it.
Yeah, and people who are depressed say rock and roll music doesn't work. And I go, but it works. And they go, maybe you don't have depression.
You're like, no, I have depression.
This is depression.
You're like, I'm certified case of the Boogie Woogie Blues. and they're like, yeah, Greg, it sounds like you're just a little sad. And you're like, no, sir.
I wrote all these things down for us to do, but all of them are you and Sarah together because I thought Sarah was coming today.
Oh, okay.
And I did not ask her to come today.
That's all right.
So
do you want me to play Sarah?
Well, yeah, it was
myself?
A game show. I was gonna pit you and Sarah against each other in the ultimate co-host showdown.
Okay.
And I was gonna ask you questions.
Ooh.
But Sarah's not here. So maybe she just forfeits.
You know what? I was with Steve Rogers. I should have told him to come.
I would love that you just show up on my podcast with hey guy, another guest.
Well, yeah, but it's a guy that I know you like.
I do love, but my problem is, I have enough mics. Yeah, that'd be good.
Thought you did.
I do. Steve is. Let's see what this says here. Game show Sarah versus Sam. Oh, I was gonna have a bit where you do Sarah's internal monologue. This is like I was gonna do some real Drew Carey.
Yeah.
Why did you do that? What was the name of that show?
Whose line is it anyway?
Whose line is it anyway?
Really quick, you thought that Whose Line Is It Anyway was called Why Did You Do That?
Because every time you watch that show, you go, why did he do that? Why did any of them do any of that? It's all crazy.
It actually isn't. Yeah. It's not the worst name for that show.
Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah.
That was never asked, and never did I ever wonder whose line was it.
It's pretty clearly understood. There are no lines.
There are no lines.
It's made up.
And it's anybody's go time.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I'm 100% behind this. I'm sorry for laughing initially. It's a much better name.
Why did you do that?
Because anytime somebody's laughing, they go, why did you do that?
Yeah. Why did you do that? It's that, and for it's also a show for divorced dads.
Yeah.
Right? Because then the wife goes, why did you do that? Get out of my house.
That's like Family Feud shouldn't be called Family Feud. It should be like, there's no way that's right, you fucking idiot. That's the name of the feud. Because that's...
I wish Family Feud was a real Family Feud.
Can I tell you?
Tell me, Dimelo.
Okay. The Family Feud, hosting the Family Feud is my ultimate dream job in comedy.
Really?
I think it's so fucking fun.
Yeah.
I think Steve Harvey's great. He's a good but like, I can do that job. I can 100% wait for somebody to say a ridiculous answer and just be like, mean mug the camera and just have fun shitting on how dumb. It's so fun.
First, of course, you do that and you do an excellent job.
Thank you.
Anyone.
Yeah.
It's like that anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Anyone. And I think they set them up. I think a lot of those, they go, what's a thing a woman puts in their vagina? And someone goes, penis? And they go, what? Yo, this is a family show.
I can't believe he said penis, even though that's the only logical thing he could say.
The number one answer is cream. And it's like, cream? What cream? What cream? It's penis. It's penis. It's always penis.
It's always penis.
It's always penis.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn rig. Now that I'm in the show business industry, you can see the things that are rigged.
Oh, 100%.
You go, this is a Johnny rig if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Steve's in there and he goes, they're like, hey, what's 5 colors for a toaster? And Steve goes, no. Give me 10 words that rhyme with oobies. And then one poor schmuck goes, yeah, boobies. And he goes, no, it's Mr. Magooby. Who's think it's a family show? It's a family show. Come on, Steve.
Give me 10 words that rhyme with oobies.
It's a fix up, man. It's a fix up.
Yeah. I bet he just has hard days at work. Steve Harvey makes a lot of money. I bet he just palms hundreds to everybody and he's like, hey, what do you got 2 masters? Well, today you're gonna be a fucking moron. Okay. Because I'm having a long day at work. I need you to act like the dumbest person on the show ever.
Yeah, that's like a goddamn. It's a fix-up. No, I honestly think I think that they should do a Family Feud show as a real Family Feud,
yes.
Which is pretty much a divorce court behind the scenes show.
Yeah,
where it's like domestic violence. No, I don't want to do that. Joke. I went down the wrong. I went down the wrong street. We could, but I was like, I don't want to go down that street right now.
Sure,
that was an easy answer.
Yeah.
That was an easy answer.
But you're saying that Family Feud should be real, really
Family Feuds.
A lot of the cases you see on Judge Judy should be Family Feud.
Yes.
My son stopped paying rent. He's 36. Family
Feud.
Yeah.
And then Judge Judy's on there and she goes, give me 5 words that rhyme with oobies. Again, don't say magoobies. Is there any words that rhyme with oobies?
Oobies? Rubies. But then after
you should have been a rapper. Right.
I should.
Doobies. Smoke a doob.
Rubies. You could say like loobies.
I was thinking loopies. Yeah. Loopies.
That's a soft rhyme. Yeah.
Loopy?
Yeah.
What's a soft rhyme?
A soft rhyme is like it ends right. You're looking for things that rhyme in oobies.
Right.
But then if you have something that rhymes in oopies, it still kind of works,
right.
Even though it's not exactly the same consonant sound. So it's a soft rhyme.
I say this. If it rhymes, it rhymes.
Yeah.
It's yes or no.
Yeah.
To me, in my rapping world.
You know what I say? I say if it rhymes, you've got dimes.
And if you got dimes,
that's why I'm a rapper.
We gonna pass the times. Can we write
a rap really quick?
A rap really quick? Let's come up with a topic.
Can I tell you?
Right.
The last time that I was on the Rad Dudecast, you guys made me freestyle rap, and I have never walked out of a room more questioning myself or my abilities in comedy.
Why?
Do you not remember that episode?
Zero recollection. I don't even remember you coming here today.
Anthony was doing T.I. as a character. You would freestyle rap. You did great. Mm-hmm. And then I would very nervously freestyle rap. And Anthony was like, man, that's great, Craig. You're going to the top. And then I would. And as T.I., he'd be like, that's the worst thing I've ever heard. And it was so funny. Truly made me question myself.
Well, it's because that's what we do. We try to make people's feelings not work anymore. We'd like to hurt people, our friends.
Mohammed from Williamsville started at Geico in 2007. 10 promotions later, he's a high-level manager in the claims department.
When I first came to Geico, I thought to myself, just a job, and I'll look for my career in my business management. And then I just kept getting promoted one after another, and I just realized that this could be my career. And obviously it is. There's a pretty good map on how to become a supervisor, on how to become a manager, on how to become whatever you would like to become.
Apply online at geico.jobs/Buffalo.
Hey, it's Anthony Manella. You might know me as Culture35 from YouTube or from True Myths One Lie, the game show in the form of a podcast, all about the paranormal, myths, urban legends, all of the things that we don't fully understand. Each week on True Myths One Lie, I tell 3 stories, 2 of which are from people online that claim that these stories have really happened to them, and a 3rd story that I have made up. It's up to my guests to try and figure out which is the one that is fake. They'll argue, debate the facts, the evidence, and the absurdity of each story. For example,
You guys really think it's
Honestly, no. I have a feeling that he made up the second story and he's really trying to throw us off.
Honestly, I think the first one's still the one he made up.
I'm like really split.
You think 1, you think 2, and you think 3. Just a reminder, you guys are a team and have to come to the same conclusion. And everyone at home gets to play along too. Go subscribe to True Myths One Lie for free on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss out on new episodes. I can't wait to see you there.
I got to get a new set of headphones and another mic stand. I think it's time I just commit to the other $15 mic stand.
I think I have a mic stand that you can have, and a bar one like this.
Really?
Yeah.
This one is just very cheap.
Yeah.
And I mean cheap, I mean it's flimsy. Dude, I don't think people notice, but you can go back to podcasts, and I don't usually make reference to it. I would say 15 out of 20 episodes, that thing falls away, and you just see me going, yeah, and I'm just picking it off the ground and screwing it back in. Many times. I should have did it comedically. Well, we could. I don't want a freestyle rap right now, if that's okay, because I get embarrassed of my. All I want to do is write songs, then I can't. I have to improvise them.
Oh, well, that is kind of writing songs.
But I have to do with the. I can't. I wanted to sit and write and go. My heart is big, damn girl, you look like a fig. Like that's not good. Like I want to write something beautiful so that I can leave something to my children.
That's in the form of song.
And I have these rollerblades, but I don't even know how big his food is going to be.
I think would be really fun.
What?
And I wish that we had thought of this beforehand. Is
What?
if we both came.
Mm-hmm.
How about this is a good idea for next time that you and I do this.
Mm-hmm.
We're
right here now.
Well, we should write lullabies to your child.
Wow,
that's a good idea.
Why don't you write that down?
Like Why don't I write
Let's try to write a lullaby.
Okay.
We're here.
Yeah.
Put your foot up.
Because this is salient for you right now.
Right. Well, what's the key elements of a lullaby?
You're trying to get them to go to sleep.
Uh-huh.
You're trying to comfort them.
Uh-huh.
If there's crying, you're like, don't cry.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Daddy's here.
Mm-hmm.
Rest your tiny head.
And there's always a veiled threat too. It's always like, rockabye baby, or the tree's gonna fall and you will fall to your death.
That's true.
They always have this song is about going to sleep, but it's also about the great massacre of the English. It's like about Jack the Ripper, and you don't know.
Yeah.
It was like we all fall down. That was like about the plague.
Ashes, we all fall down.
Right.
Yeah, that is about the plague. Okay, so
I got it.
So there's a veiled reference to either death, injury, or a massive plague or scourge on humanity.
Okay, so we go. Dear little baby, sleep in your home. Sleep like a gnome. Goddamn Cuomo killed all the children in the nursing home. That's 2 on the nose. That was 2 on the nose.
I think that's pretty good. Dear little baby, sleep like a gnome. Cuomo killed all the folks in the nursing home.
In the old age homes. Pet your head, little tiny baby. The shot didn't work. You'll never join the Navy. That didn't. We went a little left there.
Went a little left.
I'm trying to get. We got to do it. We need to get the COVID-19.
Yeah, in it because that's clearly the most obvious scourge.
Right, and that's what we're living through.
Current time.
Right. Hush, little baby, sleep like the dead. You'll never meet your family because of what the president said. That kind of works.
Don't get the vaccine. It's not safe. Lay your little head down. Don't be gay. We just find out you're
Sleep in the car as we drive through Maine. The chip in the vaccine will make you insane. Okay, so I think we got something there.
Yeah.
What other lullabies can we do?
Lullaby?
Is that what they're called? Lullaby? What do you say?
Lullaby.
Lull?
Yeah.
No, lolly, like a lollipop.
Lolly?
Yeah, lullaby.
I think it's because you're lulling them to sleep.
Lurabies. You're luring them.
It's a pedophile's lullaby.
You're luring them.
Let me sing you a lullaby.
Lure them into the van. This is my time. Get on the street and listen to me rhyme. I'm the pedo rapper. I'm a rapper insane. Pedo rapper.
I rap about being a pedophile.
That was always something that was funny to me, is that like rappers were always allowed to rap about like murder and drugs. But I would love that there was like one pedophile who was like, yeah, I'm gonna get in the rap. Like my people are here, breaking laws. They're into me.
I'm sorry, man. I thought we were rapping about illegal stuff. Yeah, my name is Jim and I'm really hot. I think your kids are also hot. It's like, what the fuck?
I'm coming insane, coming through the dark. I'm watching your kid. You better look out when it's dark. I'm grabbing them. I'm throwing them in a car. I'm grabbing them. I'm throwing them in a car. I got glasses and sweaty faces and crazy eyes. When the devil takes me over, I like someone in a small size. Yeah, I mean, thank God, I guess, that the rapper community didn't take pedophiles in.
Yeah.
Well, they did.
Well, yeah.
They did.
What's that? Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh, I don't know about him. I was talking about R. Kelly.
Oh, that's right.
Everyone.
Well, he R&B, but he, straddles that line. Yeah.
I caught myself, and thank God yes. Yes. It's yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. R. Kelly, man, that guy had a goddamn voice.
Sure.
And that guy is the ultimate. This is what makes me believe in God. R. Kelly, because clearly that man made a deal with the devil.
Oh, sure.
And they went, you're going to have the voice of an angel
Yeah.
and the mind of the devil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yes, sure.
That is the ultimate Twilight Zone episode, what happened to him. It's not when people say word of wine that makes me believe in God.
Sure.
It's this is a radio message to my baby. When you hear that song, you go, God damn, this man is coming from heaven. And you go, no, the devil made him this.
He's not. Yeah.
The devil took him.
It's like Prometheus stole fire from the gods. R. Kelly.
He did. What's
stole
the story
that
of
voice
Prometheus?
from the devil. He stole fire from the gods and was tortured forever for doing it. So R. Kelly stole his voice from the devil. And the devil was like, I'm going to make you a fucking pedophile.
Yeah. And yes.
And he was
God.
like, it's a remix to Ignition. I'm a pedophile.
We're going to get on a boat and go fishing. That's not a lot of fishing rap either. Rap really doesn't cover a lot of ground.
Sure. There's a lot of topics that you'd like to see.
Most topics.
Yeah.
They don't cover fishing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't cover furniture making.
Yeah.
They don't cover the military.
Sure.
Any military rap songs?
It's kind of similar to country in that regard, right? It's just like shit you like. Both genres of music are like, I like this kind of woman.
Mm-hmm.
I like this kind of car.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
What would you rap about?
What I rap about?
Probably your divorce.
I again want to reiterate, I'm not divorced. I was never married. What would you probably divorced? Wouldn't that would be really funny. Has there ever been a rap song about a divorce? That'd be so funny.
The divorce rap.
Yeah. I'm divorced. It fucking sucks. She took my house. She took my fucking truck.
Yeah, I can try to come up with one. I love it. I love her. I love it. I love her. I want to be damn with her. I want to spend time with her. But she left. She left in my car. She took my kid. She drove very far. It's a bunch of shit that I want to touch. She took all my shit, including one crutch. I'm walking without a leg. I'm a legless divorce man. I think that's a good rap song. This is what I do when no one's here.
Yeah.
Everything you're seeing is what happens. You leave and I just sit here and I go, filling my body with semen, talking to friends like they're here, singing some songs by myself in a big room covered in lubricant. Wish I had a couple of clothes to sell to someone, being clothes salesman. Bafangool. This is exactly what I do, and I'm a little embarrassed that you just saw the inner workings. That was truly what I do by myself.
Really quick, let me ask you something. You're Italian. That
No.
last thing that you said.
Yeah?
Bafangool?
Bafangool.
What is that?
Maybe fuck you.
Is it just like, but it's like an Italian thing?
Yeah, and they even say, like, I don't even think...
I think I heard it in Sopranos. Right?
Bafangool, yeah. So fungool is not just a ghost looking a party. A fungool. Sorry. New Jersey Italians, what's great about them is they took the Italian language and raped it. And they've taken words that were like gabagool, capricole is the meat. But New Jersey Italians go gabagool. What the who? And they act like that's Italian. That's not. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
I think vafangool is it. I think it's fuck you. Hey Mike, look up vafangool.
And manicotti is managat.
Managat. Mozzarella. That's why. Well, the way I look at Italian is I kind of look at it the way, because I also grew up in an area that was a little ghetto. You know what I mean? Sure. What we used to do there is you just say anything and make it a word, right? Sure. Yeah. Like I knew a guy who came to me once. I remember he was like, "Yo, man, you got a kuh?" And I went, "What?" And he was like, "A kuh," and he was trying to say car, but he was trying a new thing.
Was doing a new thing with it.
A new thing.
A kuh?
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know what that.
Hey, line up. Where you go? How to say "fuck you" in Italian? Including
Bafangool.
Where do you? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, Vafanculo, Baccaganze, Maragon.
Yeah.
Maragon.
But you say it how? Bafangool.
I say Bafangool because I don't care.
Yeah.
And I like to make it my own. And that's why I say like Italians do the same thing. We try new shit.
Yeah.
You know, they go, he's a real Gubo.
Buca di Beppo.
Look at
this fucking
Buca di Beppo. Yeah. Oh man, my face is so sweaty. I forgot what we were talking about.
Italian. Oh, kuh. You got a kuh?
You got a kuh? Yeah, they would just try new things, and like everyone would try to get new words to take off.
Yeah.
You know, I swear to God, I knew the guy who started the word whip.
Whip.
Like, yo, let's get in the whip. I swear to God, I was watching him. He was like, yo, we should. I was whipping that thing around a corner. You're whipping around a corner. He's like, yeah, man, let's get in the whip. And I went, whoa, that might be something. And now cars, you call it, and that calling a car a whip.
Yeah.
That's it. That happened. That took off. I'm pretty sure that was this guy Santos.
Did you find him? Did you say, hey?
That guy's dead. Most of the people in the ghetto don't make it. Some will.
That's a really good point.
A lot won't.
How many people that are now dead started like a giant chunk of the language we use now?
And have screen names we're not making money off of. You know?
Cha-cha.
This whole thing is callbacks. I know. I don't know. I think it's like now a lot of them will die, but a lot of them also will just become, you know, pipe fitters and big pipe fitters union in the ghetto.
Really?
Yeah, and they kind of forget about making new words because they like fitting pipes.
Is that plumbing or is it different?
I just said anything, dude.
Oh, okay.
Most of this is just
but it's definitely a thing.
Nonsense.
Pipe fitters.
Yeah,
like
I think they fit. You get a pipe and you go, I want to know. You can't just go to the store with a number.
Yeah.
You got to get a guy to come over and he eyeballs it and he goes, that's a 3-0. And he brings you a 3-0 and he gets it in there.
Maybe it's like giant pipes. Like shit pipes.
Ship pipes?
Yeah.
No pipes and ships.
No, shit pipes.
Shit
like
pipes.
for a sewer system, right?
Oh, what is a pipe fitter? Thanks, Mike. A pipe fitter, also known as a steam fitter. Whoa. Can't fit steam into something? That's oxygen. Is a trade person trained in organizing, assembling, creating, and maintaining mechanical piping systems that must withstand high pressure.
Oh, so it's for like boiler systems and yeah.
See, they're saying these types of systems are usually industrial. I still think what I said is true. I still think a pipe fitter walks in the room and he goes, that's a 3.0.
Yeah.
That's a 3.1.
And they go, how do you know? And he's like, I've been pipe fitting for 50 years.
You don't bring pipes every day of your life somewhere and not be able to just go, that's a 6.5. Easy.
That's a 6.5. I know.
Right. I used to be into the pipe business because I was into rollerblading. And so you'd go to Home Depot and you'd buy pipes and you'd build little rails to skate on.
Really?
Yeah.
That's, I actually have something of a rollerblader myself because I can look and be like, that's a half pipe.
Right. Pipe fitters make half pipes.
Yeah.
Half pipes. Yeah. Did you rollerblade?
No, I was what you call a poser. Had a skateboard.
Oh yeah.
Never made that in my garage.
Can you ride a skateboard?
No.
You just had a skateboard.
I would stay in my garage, and I spent maybe a couple weeks trying to ollie.
Mhm.
And then I was just like, oh, I could just wear Jenkos with like a long belt that hangs down. I don't have to hurt myself.
They never checked your skateboard when you went to Zoomies.
Really?
Yeah. Like they weren't like, hey, you want to buy some Jenkos? Show us the rollerblades.
Yeah.
Show us the board. Show us the snowboard.
You want to buy the little flame head t-shirt?
You can just
do a kickflip.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know how many skateboarders I used to hang out with that would just carry a skateboard around?
Yeah.
They would never do tricks. They would
Never.
just sit on the steps and smoke cigarettes. And then they would tell people, I'm a skater.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can barely ollie.
Yeah.
And then me, I'd be going like, I took it very seriously.
Sure.
Did I ever tell you I learned how to skateboard to prove people? So I would rollerblade and I was nasty.
Yeah.
And we had some skateboarders who would like, you fucking rollerblader, fruit boot. And I went,
Yeah.
you can't even skateboard.
And then you would skate better than them.
And then I went, and he goes, rollerblading is just easy. And I went, give me your skateboard. And I took like 6 months and I worked my ass off and became better skateboarders than the fucking posers.
Really?
Yeah, because I love skating and it was fun and I love skateboarding, but I was more of a rollerblader. I just enjoyed it more because I lived in the ghetto and they would steal everything you had and they couldn't steal your rollerblades.
You get it on your feet. Yeah.
Yeah, they needed to be like, yo, what size are you? No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's funny that you're like, you're not a skater. And it's like, they absolutely aren't a skater because what you're describing is like, oh, I'm a skater. It's like, no, you're a smoker who holds stuff.
Yeah.
So you are.
You're a smoker.
Yeah.
You just
That's
came
cool.
here to smoke. Sit
It's
on some
fine.
steps.
Yeah.
They should have had smoke crews.
Yeah.
You go places and you sit in front of them and you smoke.
Yeah. You should have been like, you should dress like the Marlboro Man.
That's
You're a
funny.
smoker. Yeah.
They come in cowboy outfits.
Yeah.
And we're at horses. I wish horses were still around.
Me too. My friend told me this thing once about how they used to have early days of New York, right?
Mhm.
And they used to have like trolleys coming through, like hand carts and stuff, like shipments, right?
Right.
And there was a period early on in New York, pre-cars or like beginning of cars, they would hire cowboys from out west, and these cowboys are sort of like corralling people out